Amarillo College. I'm Dr. Frank Sobey, Vice President of Academic Affairs. Today, gathered in the presence of faculty, staff, students, alumni, regents, and friends from across our community, we formally inaugurate a new chapter in the college's proud history. We are here to celebrate and affirm the leadership of Dr. Jamelle Connor, the 15th president of Amarillo College. An investiture is more than a ceremony. It is a moment of shared purpose, an opportunity to honor the traditions that have shaped this institution while embracing the possibilities ahead. As we begin, let us join together in gratitude for all who have brought us to this day and in anticipation of the bright future before us. It is my privilege to declare that the investiture of Dr. Jamelle Connor as president of Amarillo College is now convened. Now, to begin today's investiture with a thoughtful reflection, please join me in welcoming Adam Gray, Amarillo College chaplain.
Good morning. Would you join me in prayer together? Gracious and loving God, we thank you for the gift of today and for the gathering of this community. We are so grateful for the vision and faithful dedication that have brought Amarillo College to this milestone, and for all the faculty and staff, past and present, who give of their time, talents, and hearts to make this place a beacon of learning and hope. And we ask for your blessing on this ceremony. May it inspire us, strengthen our unity, and kindle our shared purpose. And today, we lift up Dr. Jamelle Connor, entrusted with guiding this college. Would you grant her wisdom and courage and compassion as she leads and serves? And would you bless all the faculty, staff, students, alumni, and friends whose work and support sustain the important mission before us. And may our being together today and sharing in this ceremony honor our past, strengthen the present, and light the way for a hopeful future. And it is in your holy name that we pray. Amen. And now it is my privilege to introduce Jay Barrett, the chair of the Amarillo College Board of Regents.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chaplain Gray. We appreciate those gracious words this morning. We're honored to have each of you gathered here today, students, faculty, staff, alumni, community friends, distinguished guests from St. Petersburg and other places. We are so honored to have you here today. Your presence is meaningful to us and to this college and to Dr. Connor. We are so appreciative of having you today. It reflects well upon the college that you've taken time out of your day to come here and be a part of this great ceremony. Ceremony. It comes from an ancient Etruscan word which means reverent, holy, sacred. And that's what we're here to do. Think of ceremonies that you have had in your own life: wedding ceremony, graduation, commencement. All of these ceremonies, and why we have ceremony, is to really articulate a moment in time where we crystallize that point and look back to it and say, that's when, whatever. What we're going to do today is have a ceremony that is more meaningful than anything we've had in quite a while here at Amarillo College. It's an investiture is really more than a ceremony. It's a celebration of what we do here at Amarillo College. It's leadership. it's learning, it's the shared purpose that we have here at the college. And we formally recognize Dr. Jamelle Connor today and affirm Amarillo College's enduring commitment to opportunity, innovation, and service. Thank you so much for being a part of this milestone day. It's going to be wonderful. At this time, we invite you to stand as we are going to have another sacred ceremony, and that's our national anthem to honor our nation. AC's 2025 graduate, Heaven Watts, and AC Director of Piano, Bruce Lynn, will perform the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs' bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Hudson, Professor of English, President of Faculty Senate, and bearer of the mace, as you saw. In keeping with that medieval theme, I can also say I was a member of the Faculty Senate Inquisition when we interviewed the candidates for AC President. That was the first time I met Dr. Connor when we inquised her. The next time was on a trip to Austin for Community College Day at the beginning of the legislative session. I arrived at the Amarillo airport and saw Board of Regents members, students, and faculty over by the gate leaving for Austin. And I saw Dr. Connor a few gates away on her phone. And I have to admit, I gave her the side eye. After a day of trudging through the Capitol, the various offices, though, a flight scheduling problem had us back in Dallas waiting for the final connecting flight home. During the layover, Dr. Connor was not a few gates away. Instead, you would have found most of us, including Dr. Connor, sharing the best of the wine and haute cuisine of Dallas Love Field. The place was called Cru, C-R-U, Food and Wine Bar, which the Dallas Morning News calls a cozy and romantic wine bar that lures grape lovers and sophisticated foodies. That was pretty fancy. All that is to say, my side eye was unwarranted, in vino veritas. Little did we know that about a month after we visited Capitol, a bill would be filed that threatened, among other things, faculty senates. If you look at the news today, almost every major university in the state has no faculty senate. And I'm not sure how many are left in community colleges. But the moment that bill became an issue, and Dr. Connor gave us the green light to do what was necessary for our Senate to survive and function and as closely as possible to it the way it always had. And with her support and the Board of Regents' support, we continue on. That single issue should tell you a lot about Dr. Connor. She sees college as an organic whole where experts in their areas come together for the students of our community. That bill could have provided the means for the office of president to take on much more power and weaken the voices of the faculty. Dr. Connor, however, honored her support of shared governance and mutual respect that she pledged in front of the Faculty Senate Inquisition. I'm honored to be asked to speak here today and in turn pledge my support to Dr. Connor. Sorry, Dr. Support. Good name for you. To make Amarillo College a place where everyone has distinct yet equally important voices. So thank you for having me, and I'd like to introduce the Amarillo Interim Chief of Police, Chief Johnson.
Good morning, everybody. It's truly an honor to be here. I'm going to share a story with you before I get to my remarks that I prepared. So my wife is a school teacher in Amarillo here, very, very smart woman. I don't know why she married me, but she did. I told her that I'd been invited to say a few words at this ceremony. And we were looking through the program last night, and my wife, very observant, said, "Hey, this is a big deal." And I said, "Yeah, this is a big deal." And she said, "Do you even know what it is?" I said, "I think it's like swearing in a new chief." And then, so that's how I understand it. And so then she says, before she thought about a logical question, "Why are you speaking at this deal?" And so I said, "Well, I'm an alumni. I graduated from Amarillo College." And she said, "Yeah, but look at the woman that's going behind you. She's an alumni too, but she's the 2025 distinguished alumni. And you're not." And I said, "Well, what's the criteria?" And she goes, "Well, I don't know, but I'll bet it didn't take her 20 years to get a 2-year degree." And so I wanted to share that story with you. So. But it is truly my honor to be here today, very humbling, as we welcome Dr. Jamelle Connor as the new president of Amarillo College. This is an exciting moment, not only for the college, but for our entire community, as you can see. Amarillo College has long been one of the greatest assets to our city. It has opened doors of opportunities for countless students and has provided the education, training, and skills that keep our community strong. I can say that from personal experience. I am a proud graduate of Amarillo College. The foundation I received here helped set me on the path that led me to where I am today. And I know that same story is shared by so many others in Amarillo and across the Panhandle. What makes Amarillo College unique is not only its commitment to academic excellence, but its dedication to meeting the real needs of our community. A great example of this is the Panhandle Regional Academy, Panhandle Regional Police Academy. For years, Amarillo College has trained men and women to serve and protect, supplying well-trained officers not only in Amarillo, but to agencies throughout the Texas Panhandle. I can tell you firsthand the difference that has made in building strong professional law enforcement agencies in our region. And Amarillo College doesn't stop there. With their regional fire academy, the college is also preparing the next generation of firefighters, equipping them with the skills and courage it takes to run towards danger when others are running away. And ACZMS training for our community makes sure that these calls are well supported with care and compassion. Together, these first responder academies represent more than just programs. They represent lives saved, communities protected, and futures built right here at Amarillo College. Dr. Connor, you are stepping into leadership at a time when Amarillo College impact has never been greater. This institution continues to be a source of pride for our city, and its success is directly tied to the success of Amarillo itself. With your leadership, I am confident Amarillo College will continue to grow, to innovate, and to change lives for generations to come. So on behalf of the Amarillo Police Department, and as one of your many proud graduates, I want to say how grateful we are for this institution and how excited we are to see the future under your guidance. Congratulations, Dr. Connor, and welcome. It is now my pleasure to introduce Catherine Wiegand, President and CEO of the Mary E. Bivens Foundation and a 2025 Amarillo College Distinguished Alum. She will share her reflections with us.
Good morning. Jimmy, you're an amazing representative of alumni for AC, even if it took you 20 years. So there is nothing wrong with that. Isn't it a great day to be a Badger? Yes. I want you to go back with me a few years to the summer of 1988. It was a beautiful summer day, much like today. I was sitting in my Buick Skyhawk in an AC parking lot a couple of blocks north. I had just finished my first year of college at the University of Oklahoma, returned home to Amarillo, found a job in the hardware department at Sears, Roebuck & Co., and met the love of my life at Sears, Roebuck. So that's why God put me at Sears. I fell for him so hard that I called up OU and canceled my fall classes, called up the AC main number, because we didn't have websites or internet or a phone or any of that. And they mailed me a packet, got it 3 days later from USPS, typed up my application, and drove up to the AC campus that morning, sitting there in my car in that parking lot 2 blocks north. And I'll never forget sitting there in my car and looking out over this campus. And what I saw was a lot of brown buildings and a lot of trees, but I didn't know where to go. I'd never been on this campus. The lady on the phone gave me direction, kind of left, right, up, down. But I remember sitting in that car. I had finished a year of college. I had gone off on my own, but in that car, I was intimidated by this campus. And that happens to a lot of people. Luckily, I got out of my car, walked around, meandered a little bit. A nice lawn guy, he had a little vehicle just like that one, said, "Honey, are you lost?" And I said, "Yes, I am." So he pointed me to the right place. I went inside, registered for classes, and that began my experience as an Amarillo College Badger. And I have to tell you, the next 2 semesters were the highlight of my college career. I can stand here today and still see and hear my professors, Lunette Evans, Reagan Hathcock, Dwight Huber, Mike Glasscock got me through accounting, which was a miracle in itself. I was in classes with 12 to maybe 20 people, so you had to be prepared, you had to learn. One of my biggest takeaway moments was in Lunette Evans' history class, and we were studying about the Vietnam War, and I was sitting next to a man who had fought in the Vietnam War. Makes me cry just to think about it. He didn't say a lot, but he said enough to really make that impact on us. I will never forget what that felt like. That happens at Amarillo College. I'm sorry, OU fans, that doesn't really happen at the University of Oklahoma. So I'm so grateful for those 2 semesters. After I finished, I transferred to Texas Tech, dated the cute guy from Sears long distance, finished my degree, we got married, and I started my career. Fast forward to 2009. I'm working at the Amarillo Area Foundation, and I'm picked to facilitate a community initiative called No Limits, No Excuses. Funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, it brought together 29 community partners. Many of you are in the room. Annette Carlisle, Bob Austin, a lot of you are here today. But we had partners from education, workforce, nonprofit, government coming together because the Gates Foundation challenged us to improve our pathways for students after high school. And a lot of us have been working so hard and running in our little places, but we weren't working effectively together. And that's what this initiative helped us do. For 3 years, we got to be buddies. We flew together, we got stranded together. But what stands out to me from this initiative is the way that AC and its leadership embraced what came out of their thoughts and their interactions. I remember Russell Lowry Hart asking, what is it that's keeping our students from completing a course, completing a semester, completing a degree? And so they went and they asked the students, what is it? What is the day-to-day stuff? And they said, it's not tuition. We get Pell Grants. We can pay for tuition. It's when I have a blowout on my car on the way to school, I can't get to school, and then I don't have the money to fix the car. so I don't go back to class. My mom gets sick and can't keep my kids for free anymore, and I can't afford a babysitter, so I can't go to class. I don't have food in my pantry to eat. I don't have the energy to go to class. As all of you know, all of you faculty and staff who live this every day, it was a turning point. I think a lot of you individually were already doing things to help the students and help them get by. But as a campus, for me, that was a turning point for Amarillo College. The focus was on them and their individual needs. Academics were always phenomenal and will continue to be. Y'all make sure of that. But you were also making sure they could get to class. They had full bellies, their kids were cared for, and everything was taken care of. That's the AC that I see today. When I look out over this campus, I love that there is so much bright blue all over this campus. It's not brown anymore, praise the Lord. And the roundabout is so cool. It's invigorating. But the most important thing is what happens in that advocacy and resource center inside the library building over there, where any student that has a challenge, no matter what it is, has a place to go and someone to talk to so they can stay in school, complete their courses, and graduate and go on to a better way of life. So to the faculty and staff, I thank you for what you've done for so long and continue to do. For all of the support people in the community who has supported this college, thank you. And Dr. Connor, you are a champion for meeting students where they are. And I'm so excited to see what you and all of these wonderful people are going to do in the years to come. So thank you for being here and welcome to Amarillo. When we talk about amazing students, I am so glad I go before Mallory Moore. Mallory is a rock star here at Amarillo College, and I can't wait for you to hear what she has to say. Come on up, Mallory.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Catherine, for such a warm welcome. I am so honored to be standing here today on such a special occasion, the investiture of our new president. I have had my share of speaking opportunities, but this is the first time where I've had the privilege to share some of my story as an Amarillo College student. So I feel deeply grateful for the opportunity. I truly believe that every choice we make carries weight. Whether it's offering a simple smile to someone who seems discouraged or deciding which path to take in our careers. Some choices are subtle and almost forgettable. Others can change the entire trajectory of our lives. For me, one of those choices was coming to Amarillo College. At first, I made the decision for practical reasons. Staying close to home, taking a great scholarship, and continuing to run cross country. And if you know me, I'm usually the type to move across the country just for the adventure. So it is slightly surprising that I chose to brave the Amarillo wind for a few more years. But very quickly, my time at AC became more than just a practical decision. It became a place where I discovered new passions, built lasting relationships, and felt a sense of belonging and purpose I could have never anticipated. Still, I know that even my best decisions were guided by someone greater than myself. Proverbs 16:9 says, "The heart of a man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps." And I believe that's true of my own journey. The Lord's guidance is the ultimate reason I am here today, and I could not be more grateful that he chose AC for me. When I first arrived at Amarillo College, I lacked confidence in myself due to the fact that I never felt sure of what my career path would take. I deeply desired to find out how to channel my passions in athletics and academics, but I needed some guidance along the way. The professors, coaches, and staff here gave me exactly what I needed to gain direction and confidence in both my academic and personal journey. They didn't see me as the uncertain student I often labeled myself as. They saw me as a capable leader in the making. Their encouragement and belief in my potential shaped my journey tremendously. One of the most meaningful moments for me came when my public speaking professor, Mrs. Ingham, invited me to join the Presidential Scholars Program after my first 8 weeks in her class. What she didn't know was how much I needed that encouragement at the time. She saw potential in me when I didn't fully see it in myself. And that invitation reignited my passion for learning and reminded me that the smallest act of belief in someone can change the way they see their own future. Here, you don't seem just like a number on a roster. You feel seen, and being seen can change everything. Because of that, I've been introduced to opportunities I could never have imagined. I've had the chance to run cross country, dive into academic challenges, and will even get to travel to Portugal and Spain this spring break through the Presidential Scholars Program. These experiences have proven to me that Amarillo College is bigger than preparation for a career. It prepares us for a life of impact. Beyond academics and incredible opportunities, AC has helped me grow into a well-rounded person of strong character. The professors, coaches, and staff see the best in us. Through their guidance, I've learned to pursue knowledge with passion, humility, and courage. Lessons I'll carry as I continue pursuing my passions for athletics and academics through a sports psychology program after I graduate from AC. So today, as I stand here, I'm not just grateful for my time at AC. I'm excited for the future it will grant me. Choosing AC was more than just a good decision. It was God's plan. It's here that I've grown in knowledge, confidence, and in character. And as C.S. Lewis once said, hard choices, right choices, often prepare us for extraordinary futures. Amarillo College is preparing us for exactly that. Thank you. And now it is my honor to introduce Dr. Tanja Williams, whose distinguished leadership in higher education and deep commitment to student success have inspired so many. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to the president of St. Petersburg College, Dr. Tanja Williams.
Good morning, everyone. Our fantastic regents, leaders, our faculty who are rock stars, staff, community members, and supporters. Thank you for being here, and thank you for letting the Sunshine State come and impact Texas. You know, this is a very important occasion. Many times we're like, oh yeah, we're celebrating the president, Dr. Connor. You know, Jamelle put in a lot of work to get here. You don't grow up one morning and all of a sudden you're the president. It is something that's done intentionally. My first interaction with her was when she was at the college working on the budget and finance. So you know you got to know the folks who run the money, because if you want something, you need to be able to talk to them. And so Jamelle and I became very good friends. She taught me a lot about finance, how to set up the budget, what is the best way to use resources, innovation, creative ways of doing things. Then they had Jamelle do the strategic plan. So I wanted to be a part of that. So she put the plan together, had a big group of people involved, and that's so Jamelle. You'll find out that Dr. Connor is the people's champ. She wants to work with her team. She wants her team to not really kind of buy into it. She wants them to co-create. She wants them to be involved in the development, not just sitting on the sideline and handing things to them. That was the first thing that I really learned a lot about her leadership and what she wanted to do. One day I asked her, what's the final step for you? She said, oh, I think I want to be a provost. I want to get in the academic side. I want to get on the student affair. I want to learn. And I'm like, you know, it's hard for a person to jump from administration over into academics, over into student affairs and other areas. But she made the jump, and she did it very well. She ran one of our largest campuses, and then she became the vice president for the college for student affairs. And there's so much that she has done. She has a heart of gold. She listens. She's inclusive. She wants to hear your voice, but she also will make those tough decisions. And there's a lot we're saying today about how much we love her. This is the honeymoon stage. I think mine lasted 5 days. And I think what's so important, when you become the leader, all of a sudden you find out that you have those lonely nights. You find out that everybody who was for you all of a sudden don't like the decision you made. You find out that you are the top dog when it comes to the final decision, but you also own the issue. You're also responsible for the outcome. You're also the person who has to stand in the gap on decisions that need to be made that nobody understands what your choices were when you had to make the decision. All of a sudden, you become Amarillo College when it's toe up from the flow up. But when things are going well, you have nothing to do with it. It's the community, it's the faculty, it's the staff. But when it's not going well, oh, that's Jamelle. And so what I want to say is, one, there's nothing that's been stated about Dr. Connor today that is not true. She is going to be where she needs to be to make sure that Amarillo remains better, more effective, more impactful. She's going to go and fight for you. She's going to stand in the gap for you. She's going to innovate for you. But the question I have is, what are you going to do for her? On those nights when people misunderstand something you say, those moments when the media mischaracterize your intention, those times when she made a commitment, but something happened in between and couldn't finish it at the time that she wanted, because those days are going to come. They do come. But at the end of the day, Jamelle chose Amarillo and you chose her back. And so I hope that you know that she knows that she needs you, she values you, whether you're in the classroom or in the grass or you're security or you're an administrator, you are Amarillo College. You are this community, and you cannot stop now. This community is depending on you to be all that you can be, but you're going to have to do it together. So don't blame Jamelle for everything. I'm just saying. But it has been my honor. I have learned, even though I am a college president, I have learned a lot from Dr. Connor. I've learned a lot about her resilience, her leadership, her innovation, her willingness to go pick the trash up if that's what needs to be done. That's so Jamelle. She is going to do what she expects you to do and won't ask you to do one thing more than what she's willing to do as well. And so you did get a diamond. You got a jewel. You got a great president. But she's also shared with me that her faculty and staff are great and that she has the best. So she won't let you down, but don't you let her down, or I'm coming up here and y'all don't want none of this. Say. From a Florida standpoint, Amarillo is a pillar. You've won the Aspen Prize. You've done some of the things that colleges have dreamed of doing. And so this is just the beginning of a new chapter. And you have a fierce president at the helm who's going to advocate for you and do what's needed to make this school even better. So it's the path forward. You turn 100 years old in 2027. 100 years of impact in this community. 100 years of change and transformation. And 100 million families that have been forever touched by what Amarillo College has done. Don't stop now. You can't stop. You know, this work is not for the faint at heart. And you have a true soldier. I was told to shut up and not talk long, because once you give a president the mic, you know the deal. But for my St. Pete College Titans, we miss Jamelle. We miss Dr. Connor. We miss Martin. We miss the 3 girls. We miss them, but we know that God had a different plan, a plan to move forward. And he has a plan for this college to continue to shine. There's nowhere in this community that you won't meet an Amarillo student, an employee, an alumni, someone whose child is going, brother or sister. You have that kind of impact in this community. And there's no other institution that does. And so I'm looking forward to what you're going to do. I'm looking forward to Dr. Connor's leadership. And like I said, you step wrong, I'm coming back. So now I got to do what this script says. Let me find it. Okay, I have the honor of sharing with you the presidential emblems and the presentation. I messed that up. Presidential medallion. The presidential medallion is perhaps the most recognizable emblem of office. At Amarillo College, it is brass plated and engraved with banners that bear the names of each of the college's past presidents. Today, a new banner joins that honored legacy, the name of Dr. Jamelle Connor. At the center of the medallion rests the college seal, a timeless symbol of Amarillo's mission, identity, and enduring values. But the medallion is just an artifact. It is both a badge of honor and a solemn reminder of responsibility entrusted to the president. It signifies the conferral of authority, and authority meant not for self, but for service. It reminds us that leadership in higher education is not about titles and positions, but stewardship, stewarding the mission of the college and the hopes of the students and the dreams of the community. When the president wears the medallion, it unites the past, present, and future. It calls upon the wisdom of those who came before, affirms the commitments of today, and inspires the vision of a bold tomorrow. The academic mace. This is your first mace. Equally powerful in its symbolism is the academic mace. It is a century-old emblem of authority and scholarship. In higher education, it has come to represent the dignity of academic tradition and the continuity of the college's mission. At Amarillo College, the mace is carried in formal academic processions, declaring the official opening of ceremony and underscoring the solemnity, I think that's right, of occasion. It presents, to me, it reminds us of who we are and what we stand for and what we do in the lives of others. Together, the mace and medallion embody the heart of Amarillo College. They affirm that leadership here is both an honor and a responsibility, that the work of education is sacred, transformative, and equally shared. So as we present these emblems and keeping those traditions of higher education and marking Amarillo College's first presidential investiture, we now move to the presentation of the emblems of office. The presidential medallion will be presented by Dr. Paul Matney, 13th president of Amarillo College. And the academic mace will be presented by Jay Barrett, chair of Amarillo College Board of Regents.
That's some bling right there. Congratulations. Thank you so much for all you've done already and what you will do for us. Thank you. Fine.
Together, these emblems unite history with hope. They mark not only the conferral of authority upon Dr. Connor, but also the trust of this institution and its community in her ability to guide it forward. And now, it is my honor and joy to introduce to you my friend, my girl, the 15th president of Amarillo College, a leader of vision, courage, and compassion, my colleague, Dr. Jamelle Connor.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you all so much for taking the time to be here today. It means so much. What an incredible day, and the weather is gorgeous. I know we were worried about rain all week, but this is a beautiful Amarillo day. Standing here surrounded by faculty, staff, students, regents, community leaders, family, friends, and supporters of this incredible institution, I am honored, humbled, and energized to serve as the 15th president of Amarillo College. I want to thank the Board of Regents for entrusting me with this honor and responsibility. To the faculty and staff, thank you for your dedication to learning and your tireless commitment to our students. And to our students, you are the reason we are here. You are the future we believe in. Your aspirations, your grit, and your belief in the power of education are what fuel this institution. To my mentors, whose guidance has shaped my path, and to my parents, extended family, my husband Martin, and our 3 amazing daughters, your unwavering love, support, and belief in me have made this moment possible. Thank you all for being part of this journey. One of the things that makes Amarillo College so special is that we're not just located in this community, we are a part of its heart. And from the moment I arrived, I felt that sense of connection everywhere I go, on campus, in our neighborhoods, and in every conversation with those who call this region home. The truth is, Amarillo College is only able to do what we do because of you, our community. You believed in us, you've stood by us, you've given your time, your resources, your encouragement, and maybe most importantly, your trust. Whether it's a local business offering internships, a family foundation funding scholarships, a mentor guiding a student, a neighbor celebrating a graduate, your support shows up in so many powerful and meaningful ways. You make it clear time and time again that this college matters, that our students matter, and that investing in education is a shared commitment, one that strengthens families, fuels opportunity, and builds a better future for everyone. With so much gratitude, I want to say thank you. Thank you for embracing Amarillo College as your college. Thank you for lifting up our students. And thank you for showing what's possible when a college and a community grow forward together. Today's theme is every student, every dream, one AC. This phrase is more than a motto. It's a commitment, a challenge, a North Star. It's not simply a reflection of who we've been. It's a bold declaration of who we intend to become. These words are more than inspirational. They provide clear direction, guiding us toward the work ahead, the transformation underway, and the next chapter we will write together. Because the world around us is changing. Our region is evolving. Amarillo College will not stand still. This theme is more than just a slogan for today. It embodies our mission, reflects our core values, and charts the course for our future. Let's begin with the first part, every student. Our students are as diverse as the dreams they carry. They are rural and urban, part-time and full-time, young and seasoned, first generation and multi-generation. They come from every background and every walk of life. Some are raising families, some speak multiple languages, some are veterans, some live across the street or just moved here from across the globe. Some of our students arrive with confidence, others with quiet doubt. But every single one of them carries potential that deserves to be seen, nurtured, and celebrated. And every one of them deserves access, not just to education, but to opportunity. This means we must be honest about barriers, academic, financial, social, emotional, and then do something to address them. Whether it's removing obstacles that hinder progress, offering tutoring needed for success, ensuring access to childcare, providing food security through our Advocacy and Resource Center, or investing in mental health support. We must act with compassion and purpose. Amarillo College is nationally recognized for putting students first, and we will continue to lead in this space. But access alone is not enough. We must also deliver relevance. Every student must see a future in what we offer, a future in high-demand careers, in degrees that matter, and real skills for real life. because every student is not only someone we serve, they are someone we believe in. This brings me to the second part of our theme, every dream. Dreams are as diverse as our students. Some come to Amarillo College to become nurses, welders, engineers, teachers, artists, entrepreneurs. Others come looking for a second chance, a fresh start, or the first step on a long journey. All dreams, big, small, or uncertain, deserve our respect and our support. To serve every dream means we must be both practical and visionary. Yes, we must offer career line programs and robust transfer pathways, but we must also ignite the fire of curiosity, creativity, and lifelong learning. Every dream matters, whether it's building a career, starting a business, healing others, creating art, teaching the next generation, changing your own life, or providing a better future for your family. Amarillo College stands ready to help you achieve it. Dreams are also evolving, and Amarillo College must evolve with them and ahead of them. We are living in a moment of profound transformation, from digital design to virtual reality, from advanced manufacturing to artificial intelligence, from renewable energy to healthcare innovation, from logistics to cybersecurity. The future of work is being rewritten in real time. And guess what? It's not happening somewhere else. It's happening right here in the Texas Panhandle. That's why our commitment to workforce expansion and future-forward careers isn't optional. It's essential. Through partnerships with industry, we're building pipelines into fields that didn't exist a generation ago and reimagining how to train for those that still do. Whether it's launching new programs in clean energy, scaling health sciences, expanding dual credit access, or building apprenticeship models with local employers, we're not just keeping up with workforce needs, we're anticipating them. We're not just simply responding to labor market shifts, we are shaping them. And every student who walks through our doors, whether they're seeking a certificate, a degree, or a new beginning, should leave knowing that dream has a real, tangible future. Because a dream without a pathway is just a wish. At Amarillo College, we build those pathways and we walk them with our students. Now let's focus on the place where every student and every dream has a home, where possibilities become reality, 1AC. This phrase is not about sameness. It represents more than unity. It represents shared purpose. We are 1AC when we work across departments instead of in silos. We are 1AC when we see student success as everyone's job. We are 1AC when we listen, when we collaborate, and when we remember that every person here, whether in a classroom, on a campus lawn, behind a desk, or in a Zoom call, contributes to the magic of this place. This unity gives us strength. It's how we've improved completion rates, increased transfer rates, and become a model institution for student-centered transformation. It's how we will continue to lead, not only in the Panhandle, but nationally. 1AC means that Amarillo College is more than a place. It's a promise that if you come here with a dream, we will walk alongside you with opportunity, guidance, and care. No matter who you are, where you come from, or what challenges you face, you have a place here. And as I stand before you today with great humility and great hope, I make this promise to lead this college with an unwavering focus on the students we serve, the dreams they carry, and the incredible strength of 1AC to help make those dreams a reality. Because when we say 1AC, we do mean every student, every dream, 1AC. And we meet it deeply, boldly, and together. It's more than words, it's the heart of who we are. It's a bold commitment, a guiding principle, and a powerful promise. 1AC means we are united in purpose. Amarillo College is not a collection of disconnected parts. It is a single, focused community working together to help students succeed, to lift families, and to strengthen our region. 1AC means that Amarillo College is here for every student and for the entire region. We don't just serve students. We serve families, communities, and the economic engines of the Texas Panhandle. Our commitment extends beyond the classroom, reaching into every industry and every corner of our local economy. We know that the future of our region depends on a well-prepared, skilled, and adaptable workforce, and Amarillo College is at the heart of that future. When industries speak, Amarillo College listens, and then we act with agility, with purpose, and with innovation. From our technical education programs and university transfer pathways to workforce credentials and continuing education, Amarillo College is meeting today's challenges and preparing for tomorrow's opportunities. We are expanding high-demand programs. We are building new facilities. We are creating pipelines that begin in high school and even earlier, flow through our classrooms, and lead directly into careers. So when we say every student, every dream, 1AC, we are also saying every business, every industry, every future. As your president, I pledge to continue aligning our work with the needs of the people and employers we serve, to keep building programs of excellence, access, and impact, and to make sure that Amarillo College remains a place where dreams are not just inspired, but achieved. Today commemorates more than a new presidency. It marks the beginning of our next chapter, a chapter defined by relevance, resilience, and bold ambition. So what does this next chapter look like? It looks like a new generation of learners equipped with the tools and knowledge to thrive in a rapidly changing world. It looks like deepened partnerships with employers, school districts, and community organizations that make Amarillo stronger. It looks like students earning dual credit in high school with a clear pathway, ultimately leading to successful transfer and/or transition into high-wage, fulfilling careers. It looks like labs full of students learning how to build wind turbines, create medical devices, or write code that will drive tomorrow's technology, alongside studios and classrooms where artists, writers, and thinkers bring ideas to life and create work that connects us, moves us, and helps shape the world we share. It looks like access and excellence, not as ideals, but as standards. And most of all, it looks like every student feeling seen, supported, and set up to succeed because they know Amarillo College is their college. This is our moment, not to rest, but to rise. To our faculty and staff, you are the soul of the college. Thank you for the work that you do every day, seen and unseen, to support our students. To our students, you belong here and your future matters to all of us. Keep dreaming and keep showing up. We've got you. To our community, you are not just partners, you are co-authors in our next chapter. We can't do this without you. Together, we will honor every student, fuel every dream, and move forward as 1AC. Together, we will write the next chapter of Amarillo College. Together, we will change lives. Together, we will honor every student, every dream, and remain 1AC. As I accept the honor of serving as president of Amarillo College, I do so with humility and with an unshakable commitment to this calling. I pledge to uphold the promise of 1AC, to continue building a college that centers every student, embraces every dream, and rises to meet the needs of our region with courage and creativity. Because when we say every student, every dream, 1AC, we are not just imagining a better future. We are building it together. Thank you so much.
Thank you, President Connor. It just occurred to me that I am all that stands between you and 5 glorious food trucks. So I'm going to try to be brief. Amarillo College is a special place. I imagine people elsewhere say that about their community colleges too, but I will unapologetically claim it is objectively the case that we are more special. Except for St. Petersburg. You good? A skeptic might challenge me on this and ask for my sources. Fair enough. The easy reply would be to point out the awards and recognition the college has earned over the years. If you're like me, a Best of Amarillo award is somewhat persuasive when you see one hanging from the wall of a sushi restaurant located on the barren high plains of the dusty Texas Panhandle. In the end, however, real conviction comes from a close friend or a sushi chef who can provide quality assurance and proof of life. Over the years, hundreds of educators from around the state and country have come to this place to learn about how we devote ourselves to student success and the innovative programs we have created. The conversations we have with them after they arrive on campus almost always go the same way. So I took an Uber from the airport to the hotel and I asked the driver about AC, and he would not stop talking about how great AC is. Or we were eating at a restaurant last night, a sushi restaurant, and the waiter found out we were visiting AC, and she proceeded to tell us about how amazing AC has been for her brother, who's now a nurse at one of the hospitals. This happens often, all the time. In fact, I believe President Connor had a similar experience when she was here last fall. And invariably, after these practitioners spend time with our faculty and staff, they cannot help but point out that Amarillo College feels different. The commitment to students is palpable, defining who we are at the most fundamental level. If you are here today, whether faculty, staff, student, or community member, I am sure you also have a similar story about AC. So I want you to pause, and I want you to think about that moment, that story, that moment in time when Amarillo College became something more to you than a typical community college. When you started to care about the people who work here, the students pursuing their dreams, the success of this college. I imagine all of the stories you are remembering now are unique in important ways, yet they share a common reality that speaks to the heart of this place. And this heart is difficult to put into words. It is the sum total of all of these stories and more, a legacy of excellence in and a devotion to the purpose of education for our community. For the first generation single parent, for the adult learner, for the high school graduate who attended kids' college years ago, for the refugee, for the grandfather who wants another career, for the mother whose daughter is also enrolled. When I arrive in the darkness walking across the campus in silence each morning, I think about these stories. And the thought comes to me each time that on this day, we're going to add to that legacy. It is a humbling thought, really, knowing that our work is important and seeks to honor the investment of our community. President Connor, these are the people that you are leading and what we are about. And here is our commitment to excellence for you, the student, each other, and all those we serve. As part of this ceremony, you receive symbols of the office you hold and the responsibilities that come with it. But you have also received the heart of this place, which is all of us and all of our stories and the stories to come. Inspire us to keep striving for greatness, as I know you will. Thank you. Please remain seated for the recessional and plan to join us for lunch at the food trucks on site. Thank you for being here.